war never changes. Well, sometimes it does. Depends on the war, really. When you're talking about an abstract laser war between colourful shapes and a score counter, anything can happen, right? Yep, Geometry Wars is back, and this time it's gone to the third dimension. Now, gaming's best modern twin-stick shooter is bigger, deeper, and more engrossing than ever before. Simply watching it makes us happy, and not just because of all the colours and explosions. Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions is a game we thought we'd never see. The series' original developer, Bizarre Creations, was shut down in 2011, but rising from their ashes, the team's senior members founded a new studio, Lucid Games, and now this is their first home console release. Geometry Wars 3 does for 2D shooters what Super Mario Galaxy did for 3D platformers, which is to say, lots on the surface, but less when you really think about it. Despite morphing the action around polygonal objects and bringing in a linear campaign similar to Wii spin-off Galaxies, the core gameplay is still what you remember, a fast and frantic bombardment of shooting, dodging, and eventually, death. The little tweaks that always made Geometry Wars stand out are alive and well. Yes, kill a lot of enemies and you'll get a lot of points, but in this game, you'll be more concerned with multipliers. Geometry Wars' reliance on multipliers means a few important things. First, that you need to kill enemies quickly to summon new waves of potential score. Second, that you need to survive to keep both your chain alive and to keep the current wave of potential score from being cleared. And third, you need to move, not only to avoid danger, but to grab geoms. Geoms are fragments left behind by dispatched enemies that, what else? Boost your multiplier, a mechanic that forces you to dive into the fray rather than hiding on the edges like a coward. Coward. Better. Of course, now, there are lots of times when there are no edges, and where you won't always be able to see either your enemies or spare geoms. This is just another reason to keep moving, stay on the offensive, and dominate every stage. While you're free to take on the same core 2D modes fans will already know, like Pacifism and King, it's the linear progression of Adventure Mode that deserves your attention first. Spotlighting subversive new twists every step of the way, and even including boss fights, the feeling of progression you'll get here is much more accessible than the endless, old-school score chasing there was before. It's this mode that teaches you how to get good, and getting good at Geometry Wars feels great, but you'll need to work hard. Maybe we've gone soft, but Dimensions is easily one of the toughest games we've played in a long time. The good news is, with so many different approaches to the experience on offer, you'll rarely feel like there's nowhere to go. What does hold Geometry Wars 3 back, however, are some of the small additions, particularly loadouts. Just like Galaxies, as you move through the campaign, you'll unlock 4 companion drones, each with their own perks that radically change how you play. From attacking enemies automatically to collecting geoms, all these really do is take an essential task off your conscious plate, reducing the challenge and the engagement you'll feel in equal measure. Critically, these perks aren't accounted for on the global leaderboards, meaning you can't really compare your standing with anyone else. So, this war has changed, and mostly for the better. Dimensions is the deepest, most ambitious Geometry Wars yet, and a fantastic introduction to the series if you've not played it before. Some of its gimmicks are unnecessary, and it's tough as nails, but if you're looking for an old-school shooter that feels next-gen, there's no beating it.